Hi guys, and now we're going to talk a little bit about this. I want to go over this with you because I didn't do it justice in the last video, about 10 videos back. Organic market value distribution for only the keyword stress management. Keep in mind that you can do the entire synonymic net and then analyze the organic market value distribution across your new cluster, whether you're creating a cluster that's a new market driver based on your unique product configuration or your unique eccentric business model, or you can just focus on one keyword at a time, which I recommend for beginners. Okay, most of you are used to seeing things like SEO Quake and the rest where it's just a ranking factor. In that case, the first place you should look is right over here on the right-hand part of the screen. That number, each one of these numbers has to do with what ranking position it is from the data center that we pulled this from. Okay, now, so just look over there, and this tells you which keyword or words you're assessing with this domain. This is the actual page that's considered in the ranking. It's not always a home page. Usually when you have a site that's got a page that's ranked number 1, it's a major authority site. You can tell it is because it's got 39,000 links. It's got 900 index pages, which is really not that great, as opposed to these 16,800 pages. Why would helpguide.org be higher than stress.about.com? Well, probably for several reasons. One of the first places you can look is the number of inbound links to the .govs and the .edus. Okay, see that? They got a lot more government sites coming in. Okay, however they did that, it was smart. All right, pages index only 900, pages index 16,000. So find a couple .govs, .edus. There's ways to do that, but that's not easy. Okay, mentalhealth.com. Okay, ubcounselingbuffalo.edu. Look at all the edu sites linking to that. Okay, they only have 901 inbound links. Let's go back up. So the first place you look is the ranking position. You can kind of gloss over the page rank, take it with a grain of salt. If you see a 7 or above, you can take a moment to respond, but don't get all excited. In links, 478 versus 6. Okay, in links to that specific page. Okay, there's not a lot of people linking directly to that. That's another reason this outranks it. They've got a lot of work on this particular page. Keep in mind that this .gov and .edu is not pointing to this page necessarily. It's pointing to the site overall. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at everything else. We're going to get into the ranking multiplier later. You're not ready for that just yet. The Google organic rank value is the amount of money that these guys have as value, not as cash. This is not actual money they're earning or anything like that. There's no way to do that, okay? It's the actual money that the position that they have is worth on the search engines in organic rank value real. That's the value based on our algorithm, okay, per year. Yeah, that's about right. Seems intuitive. Now, notice the huge difference between the number 1 and 2 position. Okay. All right. Now, we're not dealing with any indented linking. Okay, because remember, in indented linking, you would have to have all that value together as a number 1 and 2 position. Pretty huge, isn't it? So you just go down through all those things, and what you're looking at, I consider this extremely competitive because of all these .gov and .edu sites that are tied to this. Okay, stress management is definitely a force to be reckoned with. I don't know, again, if you look at the number of index pages they have a lot of inbound links to these sites. Like this has a 901, but only has, and it has a 1,410 inbound links to the .edu, and it's only ranking as a number 5 position. So you're up against a lot of these things. You're going to require some fairly serious inbound link power. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't build a blog on this, because keep in mind, stress management is only one of many things that you're going for. I could build a whole site with its own wide synonymic net just on this. Very competitive, guys, because of this. Even though they don't have the focus on the inbound links, they have a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of deep links on many of these sites. These are large authority sites. Hopefully I've made my point clear. And here's all your competitive analysis. All right. Let's move back over to the view all clusters. Go back up to stress management. Let's go into the whole thing and see what comes up. Anger management and stress management come together. So folks, what we're working on here has to be discussed with the client. And be advised, you're probably wondering, you should have been paid more money at this point. So I'm kind of working on a different thing. On the next video, I'm going to come back and we're going to finish up the primary account, which is vibrational medicine, do one more silo, and we're going to call it quits for the master site. The rest will be blog or supplementary marketing for the client.